सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। The third passage on page 239. तासां त्रिवृतमेकैकां कर्वाणि ते सेयं देवता इमास्तिस्रो देवताः अनेनैव जीवेन आत्मना अनुप्रविश्य नामरूपे व्याकरोत्। नामरूपे अनुप्रविश्य नामरूपे व्याकरोत्। स्वात्मावस्थे स्वात्मावस्थे, those names and forms which are already within itself. Chaitanya is the Atma of this name and form which were avyakrite, undifferentiated, unmanifest. Bija bhute, of the nature of bija, the cause, the seed of the cause. Vyakarvani, I will clearly bring them to manifestation. Meaning that this creation is the manifestation of what is already there in the seed form, in the causal form, potential form. Iti ikshitva, having visualized thus, tasam cha tisranam devatanam ekaikam trivritam karvani. I'll make each of these devatas threefold. Which are these devatas? The three elements, the fire, water and earth. So as we said yesterday, the word devata is used both for Sat as well as for the three elements. एकैकस्याः त्रिवृत्करणे एकैकस्याः प्राधान्यं द्वयोः गुणभावः. When thus each one of them is made threefold, and then when combined, then one element has predominance, other two have the secondary nature. They are less predominant, subservient, secondary. अन्यथा हि रज्ज्वा एव एकमेव त्रिवृत्करणं स्यात्. If only one Trivritkaranam making threefold was there, it may have been equal to or similar to combining the three strands to make a rope, in which case that final product will have each element in equal proportion. Then what name would you give it? What function would it perform? Nirtisranam pruthak Trivritkaranam. Then each one of them would not have been threefold. All of these three would be combined to like the strands of a rope. That is not so. Because as later it says, that all the three elements are present in everything. And therefore, all the three elements are combined. And still they are named. One element is called fire, other is called water, third is called earth. Even though each of them is a combination of three elements. Means that, so, Vaishishyatu tadvadaha. Because of predominance, that name is given. So from all of this, we conclude that one element must be predominant and other two elements must be secondary. एवं ही तेजोबन्नानां पृथङ्नाम प्रत्ययलाभः लाभस्यात्. In that case only, each element will get a separate name, if that element is predominant in that threefold combination. Teja idam ima apah annamidam iti cha. That this is fire, these are waters, this is earth. In that manner, each element will get a separate designation. Satija पृथंग नाम प्रत्ययलाभे देवतानां सम्यक व्यवहारस्य प्रसिद्धि प्रयोजनं स्यात्. Then each devata or each element will be able to perform its particular function. For example, एवं च सति प्रकाशादिकार्यम् असंकरेण तेज आदिना स्यात्. So even though in the element fire, the other two elements, the water and earth are present, still this element fire performs the function of fire, of illumining, of burning. Element earth does not do that, element water does not do that. The element earth performs the specific function of supporting, sustaining everything. Element water performs the specific function of quenching the thirst. So Apyayani Shakti. So these different Shaktis are there in different elements, and that's how they perform their respective functions. Itartha hi prithivyapi prakasadi karyam syat. If the predominance was not there, then an element will not get a specific designation called Prithvi. We call this Prithvi because it does a specific job. We call that element fire because it does a specific job. Although each element will do everything. If each of them was predominant, then each will do everything. But we don't find that. That means that one of them is predominant. एवं ईक्षित्वा सेयम देवता इमाः तिस्रो देवताः अनेनैव यथोक्तेनैव जीवेन सुरबिम्बवत् अन्तः प्रविश्य. Vairajam Pindam Prasamam Devadinam Pindan Anupravishya. So Bhashyakara says that this Devata, namely Sat, entered the Pinda, entered the bodies, Virat, meaning the Samashti body, the cosmic body, and also Devata, the individual body. In these bodies, this Devata Sat entered. Yathoktena, by the method stated previously. What is it? As Bhashyakara said, Jivo Nama. So, Brahma Pratibimbam. That's what Bhashyakara explained. Jivo Nam Hi Nama Devatayaha Abhasamatram. The so-called Jiva is nothing but the reflection of Satchit Ananda Rasti Bhadi Priyam. Suribimbavat, just as the sun enters the water, meaning gets reflected in the water. Similarly also this Devata entered, got reflected, enlivened them. Mamayonir Mahad Brahma Tasmin Garbham Dhasamyaham. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Maya is my yoni and I impart the Garbham, the Garbha to that. So that's how I enliven it. Here also the three elements are enlivened. So combination cannot be of the Devata and the three elements. The Devata or Sat enjoys Paramatika Satta or absolute reality. These three elements enjoy Vyavaharika Satta or the objective or relative reality. So there cannot be a combination of them. Combination can be only between the entities which enjoy the same degree of reality. Therefore, Vedanta provides this model of reflection, that when the image gets reflected, it becomes lower reality. Just as when I am standing in front of the mirror, my face enjoys one reality, the reflection enjoys an inferior reality. The reflection is the dependent reality, the face of the image is the independent reality. Similarly, Sat Devata Asti Bhadi Prem enjoys the independent reality, whereas the three elements enjoy the dependent reality. Therefore, they cannot combine. But the reflection of Sat, which also has a dependent reality, can combine with the three elements. That's how, just as the union of the reflection and water, or the union of the reflection of the mirror can be there. Similarly, the union of the reflected consciousness and the elements can be there. So long discussion was carried out by the Tikakara that Pindeshu Praveshoktya Patha Vyatyasashrayena Trivutkaranam Prathamam Paschat Trivutkata Bhuta Karya Pindeshu Pravishya. See, when the Nam Rupe Vyakarvani and then Trivutkaranam comes, but we should understand that Trivutkaranam, the threefold combination took place first, because then alone Pinda, the body, is possible. So we imagine here the sequence that first the threefold combination was there. From there these bodies were created, and then Devata entered those bodies, got reflected, enlivened them. अथवा नाम रूप व्याकरणानंतरमेव त्रिवुत्करण पिंडोत्पादन द्वारा प्रवेश अस्तु. Or it can be that the name and form are brought to manifestation. Then Trivutkarana Pinda, from that three elements the Pinda is created, and then the entry takes place. Not that the deity entered the three elements. Directly, deity enters the Pinda of the body made of three elements. So even though the text says that, so Imaha Tisro Devataha Anena Jivena Atmananu, that I will enter these three Devatas. So either those Trivikrita Devatas are already made threefold and then entrance is there, or entrance is there and then the Pinda is there. So after Trivutkaranam Pinda is there, and that's where the entry is. Now we continue with the page 241. Says Anandagiri, Sankshepena Trivritkaranam Pratignyaya Udaharanatah Sfutikaratum Arvamanah Dehe Trivritkaranasya Agre Sfutikartavyatvat Deha Atarikteshu Prasamam Tat Udahartam Upakramade Tishtatu Tavaditi. Sankshepena Trivritkaranam Pratignyaya. So in Sankshepa, in brief, the Shruti said that Trivritam Ekaikam Karvani. I'll make each of them threefold and threefold. In Sankshepa, in brief, the Trivrit Karanam or the making the element of threefold was stated. Udaharanatah Sfutikartum. So with an example or with an illustration, the Shruti wants to clarify how the whole universe is the product of the three elements which are combined with each other in a threefold way. Dehe, now Trivutkaranam, from that the Pinda, the individual body is made and the Jagat also is made. So each one of them must be told how this body also is made up of the three elements which are combined in threefold ways. The universe also is made of three elements which are combined in threefold ways. But Dehe Trivutkaranasya Agre Sfuti Kartavyatvat, because the Shruti is going to tell us how this Deha is made of three elements. That will be stated specifically later on. Deha Atirikteshu Pratham Tat Udahartam. So whatever else the universe is other than the body, that how that universe is made up of three elements, this is what the Shruti wants to establish. And for that it gives an illustration. Udahartam Upakramate, it commences. Or as the Abhinava Narayanandendra Saraswati says, Atra Devatanam Trivutkarana Uktya. The Devatas, the three elements, are made threefold and threefold. Pinda Shabdoditanam Dehanam Bhashyanam Padarthanam Trivutkrita Bhutakaryatvam Arthadeva Siddhyati. That this body as well as the external world, both of these are the products of the elements which have been combined in threefold ways, Trivritkrita. Because, as it was pointed out, the elements in their native form are subtle. If the universe was made of only three elements, then the universe also would not be perceptible, as the elements are not perceptible. But we find the universe tangible. That is so when you strike against the wall, there is also a rebound. That means the wall is tangible. Thus the objects of the world are tangible, sthula, gross. And therefore, the three elements must have undergone some process of grossification. That's called Trivritkaranam. So, Dehanam, Bhashyanam, Padarthanam. That this Deha, this body, as well as the Bhashya Padartha, the external objects. Trivritkrita Bhutakaryatvam. That all this Deha body, as well as the universe, are the product of the three elements which are thus grossified by threefold combination. Iti Arthadeva Siddhyati. By Arthapatti. It is evident that this body and the universe is made of the elements which are thus combined threefold ways. Tatra Bhashyanam Padathanam Trivritkrita Bhutakaryatvam Udaharana Uktyapi Spashti Kriyate. That the external world is made of three elements will be clarified with the help of an udaharanam or illustration or an example. इति यथानु खलु इति वाक्यं व्याचष्टे. Oh, what are we reading? Tishtatu tavat. Okay. Oh, we have to read the other passage. Okay, all right. So we are on the page 240, passage number 4. तासां त्रिवृतं एकैकामकरोत् यथा तु खलु सौम्य इमास्तिस्रो देवताः त्रिवृत् एकैका भवति तन्मे विजानीहि इति. Tasam trirutam ekaikam akarot, and that Devata made those each element threefold. The entrance comes first and the Trivrit Karanam comes later. That's why it says first Trivrit Karanam, from then the Pinda, and then the Pravesha. Yathadukul Somya imas tisro devataha Trivrit krit. So Trivrit Ekaika bhavati. Hai Somya, O good looking one. The disciple is being told by the teacher that now I am going to illustrate to you how each of these elements is threefold. Tanme vijanihi, may you know that from me. I will illustrate how each of these elements is threefold. So Bhashyakara says, तासां च देवतानां गुणप्रधान भावेन त्रिवृतम् एकैकाम् अकरोत् कृतवती देवता. तासां च देवतानां, of these devatas, remember that devata is a feminine word. Guna pradhana bhavena, by guna the secondary, pradhana the predominance, in that manner. Trivritam ekaikam akarot, that deity combined them in a threefold way. The process was told yesterday that each element is first divided into two equal halves. One half of each element is set aside, other half is further divided into two equal halves. So now we have a half, 1/4 and 1/4 of each element. The 1/4 of each element is combined with the two halves of the other two elements, and thus we have in each element half of that element and a quarter of the other two elements. So this is how the deity made those elements threefold. Then Bhashyakara says, Tishtatu tavat devatadi pindanam नाम रूपाभ्याम व्याकृतानां तेजो बन्नमयत्वेन त्रिधात्वं यथा तु खलु बहिः इमाः पिण्डेभ्यः तिस्रो देवताः त्रिवृत् एकैकां भवति तन्मे मम निगदतः विजानीहि विस्पष्टम् अवधारय उदाहरणतः. So pindanam nam rupabhyam vyakrutanam. This pinda, these bodies, what are these bodies? So tavat devata adi pindana. This devata is the devata in the heaven, you know. So deva, manushya, tiryaga. The gods, the human beings, the animals, the birds, and all of those living creatures, all the living beings. Pindanam marupabhyam vyakrutanam. So the Narayana say Pindanam Trivritka Bhuta Karyatvam Annamashram Ityadina Spashti Karishyate Iti Nahavaha. Right now we will not discuss the Trivritkaranam of the Pinda of the bodies. We will instead, the teacher says, we will instead discuss the Trivritkaranam of or how the external universe is a product of the elements which are combined in a threefold ways. It is very evident how the three elements are present everywhere. As far as the body is concerned, the body also is made of three elements. We will clarify later on. Annam Ashitam. 6th chapter. We are now at the moment in the third khanda we are completing. In the 5th, 651, this will be stated. Then we read Nam Rupabhyam Vyakrutanam. The Tikakara says Nyam Rupabhyam Vyakrutanam Pathetu Upalakshane Trutiya. Nam Rupabhyam is Trutiya. Upalakshane Trutiya. Lakshana Vritti says Nam Rupabhyam Upalakshitanam Pindanam. What pinda, what bodies? Which are Upalakshita, implied by the words name and form. So what pinda is not used by the Shruti. Shruti only uses the word Nama Rupa. So by name and form, Shruti means the pinda, the individual and the cosmic bodies. So Bhashyakara says that right now just set aside the demonstration of the Trivritkaranam in the individual and the cosmic body. Yathadu khalu bahihi imahat pindebhyah. So, pindebhyah bahihi. So, the universe which is outside these bodies. Tisro devataha trivrit ekaika bhavati. How the universe is made of the three elements, each of them is combined in a threefold way. Tanme nigadatah vijanehi. Hey, O Shishya, O good looking one, O Shvetaketu, I am going to now describe that. So know that from me as to how the external universe is made up of three elements. Vijanihi, Vispashtam Janihi, Vispashtam Avadharaya. May you clearly ascertain that Udaharanataha. I am going to explain it with Udaharanam, with an example or with illustration, so that things will become very clear to you. Says Anandagiri, Katham Udaharanataha Avadharanamiti Ashankya. In what manner do we ascertain with the help of the Udaharanam or the illustration? Anantaravakyam avatarayati. The following sentence is introduced by Bhashyakara. Etat yattat iti. Bhashyakara says Yattad devatanam Trivritkarana muktam Tasseva Udaharanam uchyate. That is, devatas or the three elements have been combined in threefold ways, which is what was stated in the earlier passage. So, Trivritam, Trivritam Ekaikam Akarot. Deity did that. Thus, of that same, not that a new topic is there. Bhashyakara wants to clarify that the subsequent discussion only refers to the very same idea. Idea of the Trivutkaranam or the threefold combination. This is what the subsequent passage also does. So it gives us Sangati. Tasyeva Udaharanam Uchyate. The following passages give Udaharanam, the example or illustration, to explain that Trivutkaranam or the threefold combination. To explain that, the Shruti now gives Udaharanam, illustration. श्री दानगिरी कथम उदाहरणतः अवधारणताशंक्य अनंतर वाक्यम अवतारयेत्. ओके. और the other टीका says यद्यपि अज्ञादिषु भौतिकेषु त्रिवृत्करणं प्रदर्श्यते. Actually, what was done is those three subtle elements combined with each other. That's how the grossification happens. So this is Anirvachanim also. How the combination of subtle elements creates grossness. The three elements are subtle. They are divided in a threefold way and combined. And that combination makes each element gross. So energy converted into matter. Energy which is subtle, so those five subtle elements can stand for energy. From that, the five gross elements manifest. यद्यपि अज्ञादिषु भौतिकेषु त्रिवृत्करणं प्रदर्श्यते. However, what the Shruti is going to illustrate is the Trivutkaranam, the threefold combination with reference to fire, etc., which are gross. So, Bhautikeshu Trivutkaranam Pradarshate. By example, the Shruti only illustrates the threefold combination in Bhautika or in the gross tangible substances such as fire, such as lightning, such as moon, sun, such as moon, lightning. All of these are very gross objects. In them, the threefold combination is shown. Even though the Shruti said that these three devatas are going to be made threefold and threefold, so really the Shruti should subsequently illustrate how the devatas or elements are threefold. So it should show the element fire and tell us how the element fire has three aspects in them. That Shruti doesn't do. But the gross fire is shown. Nadu devata shabditeshu bhuteshu. In the devata means the bhuta, the elements, there it is not shown, but in their gross manifestation it is shown. Tathapi bhautikam vihaya bhuteshu pruthav vyavhar adarsanat. But really speaking, we never transact or interact with three elements. We always interact with the products of bhautika means what? The bhuta karyam, the product of the bhuta or product of elements. So what we come across are bhautika. So this is bhautika shastra. Not bhuta shastra, bhautika shastra. Bhuta are the origin elements. Bhautika are the combination of those elements. That's called bhautika. So really, even when we talk of the element earth, we only talk of the gross element earth. Or, not even we talk of element earth, we talk of the products of earth. Like tables and chairs, etc. are bhautika. Bhautikam vihaya bhuteshu pruthav vyavhara adarsanat. We never in fact interact with element earth, we always interact with products of earth. Teshu tat pradarsanam bhutanam eva pradarsanam iti bhavaha. Therefore, when it is shown that the bhautika padarthas or the elemental objects are made of three elements, it goes without saying the elements of which they are made also are a result of the threefold combination. So what is udaharanam? Says here, ubhayavadi sammatam udaharanamiti tannatra abhimatam. See, udaharanam is given in tarka. So pratignya is made, hetu is given, then udaharanam is given. Yatra yatra dhuma tatra tatra vannihi yatha mahanase, the udaharanam. Ubhayavadi sammatam. Udaharanam illustration must necessarily be accepted to both the disputants. Otherwise, because sometimes there is a dispute about udaharanam itself, that you present an udaharanam, that fellow doesn't accept it. So sometimes we have to prove that the udaharanam. For example, as we said, in the Mandukya Karika, the Karikakara gives udaharanam of dream. To show the mithyatvam of the waking world, the udaharana is given as just as the dream is. But people do not accept dream as mithya. There are those who look upon dream as satyam. So with them we must first argue and establish that dream is mithya. And then alone that point can be proven. So udaharanam ubhayavadi sammatam. So in the argument, you can only give that example which is clear to everybody. Not that you alone know something and then nobody and the other fellow doesn't understand, that doesn't make a udaharanam. But that is not the udaharanam of the logic or tarka is not meant here. Tannatra abhimatam agnyadishu api trivutkaranasya idanimeva upapadaniyatvad abhipretya. Because still it is not established that the Trivutkaranam has taken place, That Trivutkaranam has taken place is not yet illustrated. Therefore, this cannot be an example that is acceptable to everybody. Prakruta udahana shabdartham. Therefore, Bhashyakara gives an explanation of what is meant by udaharanam, So udahana shabdam vyutpadayati. The vyutpatti or the etymological meaning of udaharanam is given by Bhashyakara. Says on page 241. Udaharanam nama ekadesha prasidhya ashesha prasidhyartham udahriyate iti. Udaharanam, what is called udaharanam? What is called example, illustration here? Ekadesha prasidhya, by proving one part. Ashesha prasidhyartham, you are proving the whole. So you illustrate only in one aspect, and then you mean the whole. For example, when the rice is cooked, if you want to verify if the rice is cooked or not, you take one grain of rice and see whether it is cooked or not. So, ekadesha, a part is illustrated and the whole is implied. Ashesha prasidhyartham. In fact, Shruti wants to say that the whole universe is made up of a combination of three elements. But Shruti takes a part of the whole universe only, one little aspect, and demonstrates there, thereby implying that the whole universe, which is indicated by the example, is a product of this threefold combination. So, udahriyate iti udaharanam. So, thus, that which is thus illustrated for proving the rest is called udaharanam here, or example illustration. Says the Tika, udahriyate pradarsyate iti udaharanam nama. Here udahriyate means pradarsyate, so that which is shown or demonstrated. Iti anvaya tasya prayojanam iti anvaya. So udahriyate iti udaharanam. That is the anvaya there. So udaharanam ekadesha prasiddha etc. So many words came. So Tikakara says udahriyate iti udaharanam. That's Anvaya. Tasya prayojanamaha. What is the purpose of udaharanam? As we said, ekadesha prasiddhya ashesha prasiddhyartham. By proving one part, you are in fact proving the entirety. Tatreva Shruti Avatari Vyachaste. Then we read the first passage now, page 241. Yadagnehe rohitam rupam tejasastadrupam yat shuklam tadapam yat krishnam tadannasya अपागादग्नेरग्नित्वम् वाचारम्भणं विकारो नामधेयम् त्रीणि रूपाण्येव सत्यम्. So illustration, yadagnehe rohitam rupam, showing the fire, regular fire, rohitam rupam, he Shvetaketu, that red color that you see in the fire, tat tejasaha rupam, that redness belongs to the element tejas or the fire. Yadagnehe shuklam rupam, the white color that you see in the fire, tat apam. So apam rupam, it is the color of the element water. Yat krishnam, what you find, the black color in the fire, understand that to be tat annasya, that is of the element fire. So with the help of color, the three elements are indicated here. The element fire is red color, element water is white color, element earth is black color. So wherever you see red, understand the presence of the element fire. Wherever you see white, understand the presence of element water. Whenever you see black, understand the presence of the element fire, element earth. Now Bhashyakara says, Tadetadahuhu yadagnehe Trivatkritasya rohitam rupam prasiddham loke tada atrivatkritasya tejaso rupam iti vidhe. Yat agnehe trivatkritasya agnehe. So what is illustrated is fire, which is a gross fire, understand. And so, Trivutkritasya agnehe, the element fire, which is the combination of, product of the combination of three elements, not the actual fire, not element fire, but the fire that we see, which is the product of the Trivutkaranam, the threefold combination of the elements. So yadagnehe Trivutkritasya rohitam rupam. Rohitam means red. So the red color that you see in the fire, tat atrivutkritasya tejaso rupam. Understand that that color fire, that color red belongs to the element fire, which is present in this gross fire. So subtle element fire has the color red, and that subtle element fire is very much present in the gross fire. How do you say? Because the red color that this fire demonstrates belongs to that element fire. Atrivruktatasya. So element fire has red color. Once it combines, and there is a combination mixture there. But in the pure state, fire is purely red. And so red color belongs to the element fire in its native state. Tat atrivrittasya tejaso rupam iti vidhi. The red color, the fire shows or demonstrates, belongs to the element fire before its threefold combination. तथा यत् शुक्लं रूपम् अग्नेः एव तदपाम् अत्रिवृत्कृतानां यत् कृष्णं तस्यैव अग्नेः रूपम् तदन्नस्य पृथिव्याः इति विद्धे न अत्रिवृत्कृतायाः इति विद्धे. So similarly, तथा yet shukla rupa agnehe eva, of that very fire which is a white color, tat apam atrivritkratanam, understand that that color white belongs to the fire which is in a subtle state. Yet krishnam tasya agnehe rupa, of the very same fire, that the black color that you see in that fire, tadnasya prasivyaha atrivritkutayaha iti viddhi. Understand that that is the color, black color, belongs to the element Prithvi before it underwent the threefold combination. Says the Tika on the page, on the line 27, atrivritkratasya tejasa patha spashtaha. So atrivritkratasya tejasa rupam. Trivritkratasya pathetu. So if the patha is loke tat trivritkratasya tejaso rupam. Suppose that was the patha, that was the reading. तो कार्यभूत अग्नि रूपेण त्रिवृत्तस्य स्वरूपतः अत्रिवृत्तस्य इति व्याख्यायम्. The element fire, which as a result of the product has become threefold, but really in its true nature it is pure and therefore it is red in color. So even though it says Trivritkrita, suppose it says, we should understand really Atrivritkritasya only. Tika continues, Trivritkrita bhutatre karyatva abhavad agnehe. Agni is not the product of all the three elements that are threefold, the combined threefold. Trivritkrita tejo matra karyatvat. So this fire that you see is the product of the element fire only, which is combined in a threefold way, not the other two elements. The fire that you see is a product of the element fire, which is combined threefold. There is no element water in there, no element earth in there. Only element fire is there. Which fire? The grossified fire. That's what the Tika says. That's what it will be said subsequently also. Ataheva katham tejasaiva udaranai trivritkratam pradarshate na bannavati akshepah karishmanah sangacchate. Later on, Bhashyakara himself will raise this akshepa of the question. You know what the Shruti has done is, Shruti has illustrated the Trivritkaranam with reference to fire, sun, moon and lightning. All of them are fire. So Trivritkaranam is demonstrated only with reference to element fire, not with reference to element water and element. Why is it done that way? That question sangacchade, that question is appropriate, which will be asked later on. Itartha trayanapi tadeva udaharanam sadi akshepa anupatte. Otherwise, this illustration about the fire stands for the illustration of all the three elements. न च अतिरुत्कृतस्य ते स्वरूपं न प्रत्यक्षमित्यस्य प्रसिद्धम् इति अनुवादनुपत्तिवाच्यम्. But in the fire, when you say that the red color belongs to the subtle element fire, you follow? What did Bhashyakara say? That the red color that you see in this fire belongs to the element fire in its native state, in its pure state, atrivirkrita. So point is that element fire before a threefold combination is subtle and not perceptible. So how can that color be perceptible? You follow? When it is said the element fire, the red color that the element fire demonstrates belongs to the element fire before its threefold combination, because that alone has red color purely. So question was, atrivirtkutasya tej swarupam na pratyaksham. But that subtle element fire is not evident to you, therefore the red color also will not be evident. Then how do you say that the red color that is in this fire belongs to that pure element? Iti tasya prasiddhamiti anuvada anupatti. So the Shruti shows as though it is very clear that everybody sees the color, everybody sees the red element, color red in the fire. So there is anuvada. That anuvada means reiterating what is already well known. But how can you say that this red color that you see belongs to that element fire in a pure state, because that red color would not be visible? Iti na vachyam. This you should not say. Tasyeva Tirurutkratasya pratyakshatu upatte anuvada sambhavat. In short, that element, even though Bhashyakara says that the red color belongs to the element fire before its threefold combination, but the red color becomes evident after the threefold combination. Therefore, the evident color belongs to the atrivirtkrita fire. That's the idea. Evam त्रिवुत्करण प्रदर्शनेनैव कारण व्यतिरेकेण कार्य अभाव प्रदर्शितः इति. The whole idea is त्रिवुत्करण प्रदर्शनेन. So by showing that everything in the universe is made up of three elements, everything is a product of three elements, and therefore product is not separate from its material cause. So three elements are the material cause of whatever is there in the universe. So universe is karyam, the product, not apart from the karanam, cause, which is three elements. That also becomes illustrated. So by illustration of the three colors, the three elements are illustrated, and by that it also said that the effect is not apart from the cause. So tatreva Bhashyakara says, तत्र एवं सति रूपत्रय व्यतिरेकेण अग्निः इति यन्मन्यसे त्वं तस्य अग्नेः अग्नित्वम् इदानीम् अपागात् अपगतम्. There is no more Agni now, there is only three elements. So what you call Agni is three colors, and three colors are three elements. Therefore, Agni is no more Agni, it is reduced to three elements. So tatra evam sati. What is tatra? Sadanagiri tatra. Agno rupatraye purvoktaritya pruthakrute sati iti yavad. That in the fire that we see, by the Purvoktaritya, as the Shruti said, Yad Agnehe Rohitam Rupam Tat Tejasah Rupam, that the red color that belongs to fire belongs to element fire. So that way, Evam Sati. Rupatre Vyatarekena. Hey Shvetaketu, you think that this is fire, and you look upon fire as something separate from the three elements. So what do you think is fire apart from three elements? Yan manyase tvam Tasya agnehe idanim. Idam means what? Viveka dashayam. When viveka is done, so separation is done, discrimination is done. When you discover that what you call fire is nothing but the product of the three elements, then what remains is three elements. Just as when you say that what you call pot is nothing but clay. So when that viveka is done, then what remains is clay now. The pot is no more there. So, he Shvetaketu, what you thought was pot, separate from clay, no more remains a pot. What remains is just clay. Similarly, the fire, no more remains fire. It is reduced to three elements. Therefore, apagat agnehe agnitvam. The fireness of the fire is gone. What remains are the three elements. Apagat means apagatam. Aksharatham uktva vakya tatparyarthamaha. The meaning of the word is explained. Now the Bhashyakara gives the purport of this particular statement. Apagat agnehe agnitvam. What does it mean? Or as this other Tikakara says, Apagat agnitvam dhyanena puram agnitvam asit idanim nashtamidi pratitehe karyasya sattvam prapnoti. See, when you say that the fireness of fire is gone, the fireness of fire is gone, that means it was there before. So when you say something is gone, means it was there. That means before the fire was there, the karya was there, and now it is not there. You follow? That's what the literal meaning would be. Puram agnitvam asid iti idanim nashtamidi pratidehe. So apagad agnehe agnitvam. The fireness of the fire is gone, which means the fireness was there earlier. Iti pratitehe karyasya sattvam prapnoti. Then the Agni becomes a real thing. What was there is no more there. So therefore Bhashyakara says, no, it was not there even before also. So Prag Bhashyakara says, Prag Rupatra Viveka Vijnanat Ya Agni Buddhihi Asid Te Sa Agni Buddhihi Apagata Agni Shabdascha Ityartha. Rupatre Viveka Vijnanat Prag. So before the Viveka, before the discrimination between the fire and the three elements, Ya Agni Buddhi Asite, He Shvetaketu, you thought that this object is fire. So for that object, you were using the word fire, and that word also created a corresponding cognition. It's called pratyaya. Shabda and pratyaya. Shabda, the word fire was there, and pratyaya, the cognition of fire also was there, the idea of fire also was there. Sa Agni Buddhi Apagata Agni Shabdascha. But Shvetaketu, when you now look upon this object as nothing but three elements, and the word fire, the cognition fire and the word fire, both of them go away. That's the whole idea. This is called neti neti. By the apavada, adhyaropa is done. So what is adhyaropa? Bahusyam, prajaya, it's all adhyaropa. And the apavada is carried out. So adhyaropa is this universe. How the universe is nothing but sat, that is what now the Shruti has to show. And therefore, that Agni Buddhi Apagata Agni Shabdascha Ityartha, that cognition of the idea of the fire is gone, as well as the word fire also is gone. Says Tika Agnitvam Nama Agni Shabda Buddhi Eva. Means Agnitvam went away, fireness went away. What did go away? the word fire and the cognition fire. So what is fireness? Fireness is nothing but the word fire and the corresponding the idea of fire. So when fireness goes away, the word and the cognition, they go away. That's what is meant there. Natu agnitvam nama kaschit padartha asti. There is no such substance called fire or fireness. Iti na karyasattvam. Therefore, there is no thing called fire. What you had was the idea of fire. Fire was never there. Always there was only three elements. You looked upon that as fire. So in your mind, there was the object fire and the idea fire. When the viveka is done, that this fire is nothing but three elements, then the idea, the word and the idea of fire go away. That's what Anandagiri also says. Rupatra vivekat pragavasthayam agni shabda buddhi. Before the discrimination of the three elements, there was the word agni and the buddhi, the idea agni. Tad vivekadurtam tad nivrittihi. After the viveka, the word and the buddhi, both of them go away. Iti etamartham drishtantena samarthayate. That is now formed up with the help of a drishtantar, illustration, yatha ityadina. So Bhashyakara says, यथा दृश्यमान रक्तोपधान संयुक्त है स्फटिक है गृह्यमाण है पद्मरागोयम इति शब्दबुद्ध्योः प्रयोजको भवति प्रागुपधान स्फटिकयोः विवेक विज्ञानात् तद विवेक विज्ञाने तो पद्मराग शब्द बुद्धि निवर्तेते तद विवेक विज्ञातुः तद्वत् यथा दृश्यमान रक्त उपादान उपाधि. Upadhi means the limiting adjunct. So here the illustration is given of a crystal sphatika with area. What's the problem? Huh? That's all right. Barabar. So that's the illustration of a crystal. Suppose a red flower is placed beside the crystal appears red, and somebody thinks that it is ruby because it is red stone. So yatha drishyamana rakta upadhana sanyukta hai. Upadhana means upadhi, means a limiting adjunct. Let's say the japak was a flower, red flower. Sphatika hai, gruhyamana hai. That sphatika, when you perceive, padmaragoyam, iti shabda buddhyo prayojako bhavati. The immediate impression it creates is, this is padmaraga, this is a ruby. So that word and the thought, both of them arise when you see a red crystal. Prag upadana sphatikayoho viveka vijnanat. So before you have the viveka, the discrimination that the red color that appears here does not belong to the crystal, it belongs to the something else, namely the flower. So before that discrimination was there, the person thought that it is one object, a red stone, which is ruby. Tad viveka vijnane tu. But however, when you realize that the red color belongs to the flower and this particular crystal is colorless, Padmaraga Shabda Buddhi Nivartate. Even though now you see a red color there, the idea that this is ruby, that word and the idea, both of them have gone away when the viveka or discrimination takes place. Tad viveka vijñātuhu. For whom? For the person who has done the viveka. For that person, this shabda and the buddhi go away. Tadvat. Similarly here also, formerly you thought it was fire. But now when the discrimination is done, what is now in your mind is nothing but the three elements. तद विवेक विज्ञात हुई थी. So अदृश्यमान इति पाठे अदृश्यमान अविविक्तत्वम यथा दृश्यमान रक्त. Here adrushyaman. Suppose there is a elided there, then adrushyamanatvam avivikta, meaning when they are not discriminated, then adrushyaman is avivikta. That's all. Tad viveka jnatu viveka jnanina ityartha. So for the viveka jnata. Okay, so here the mithyatvam of the Agni is shown and satyatvam of the three elements is shown. Then mithyatvam will be continued and ultimately sat alone is satyam. So tat satyam sa atma, that sat alone is satyam, that is how the apavada will be carried out here. We'll see. Om Purnamadav Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So after breakfast we have the chanting of the Lalita Sahasranam.